Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you're having a wonderful time, whether it's the afternoon, the morning, or the evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Yes, I am. I'm scrambling behind the scenes because I realized I had pulled in stuff from like Thursday, and we had already talked about that stuff, so no need to talk about it again or to show it or anything like that. And I only have a few little tidbits, but I did see your message, Mrs. S, to you. There must be something going on that I'm not aware of because, I have been a little bit offline, not checking the Bird app as much, but you'll have to fill me in. That's what's got you fired up. So, alrighty. So, there's like 60 comments. Hello, Tuba Chat. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Hello. Connie Ballmer. Yes, I do it just like Kevin. You know how I am. Yes, is the birthday lady in the house? Is the birthday lady in the house? Ooh, she is. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Okay, I don't want to break eardrums, so let me stop. Let me get into what I'm going to get into. Okay. As you know, I have to start off with copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. As I do with all Sussex Saturdays, I like to read my favorite quote, Harry and Meghan, which you can find on the Archwell site. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. Wouldn't that be just lovely? So this news was out earlier in the week, but just given how I was covering everything, I wanted to save it for Sussex Saturday. Otherwise, there wouldn't be much. But Travelist, and if it changes. All right, so Travelist announced that they were, and let me just take down my banner for a minute, on the 25th, I just want to be sure I had the right date, that they were now moving out of the pilot phase and, moving into here we are, we're into our phase of getting things done, growth, etc. So I didn't see much to do about this announcement. I didn't go down any rabbit holes. I didn't go looking for any derangers who might be doing a little jig over the names that were shown on the website. I believe the link is in the description. I'll slap the back of my hand if it's not, but I believe I put it in there initially when I had it. So this is what they said. When Travelist launched just 3.5 years ago, it was set up as a pilot to rapidly test the hypothesis that an independent and neutral, not-for-profit could help the travel industry accelerate its progress towards net positive impact. We would do this by convening and leveraging the collective power of some of the most influential travel and technology companies in the world. So them moving out of the pilot phase indicates that they have been able to pull together and work with some of the most influential travel and technology companies. And I see I have a little delay. Hopefully it's not impacting the sound. So they announced the board, telling you who it comprises of. And yeah, I think some people were taking like, oh my gosh, Harry's not listed. Listen, if he was, then you would have something to say. If he's not, you have something to say. So he is the co-founder. If you go, and I didn't even pull the screenshot, but if you go to the Travelist website, on the right-hand side, you'll see About. Click there. You will see co-founder Prince Harry. Okay. But this is awesome news. I know many of us in Squad signed up for Travelist. So if you're doing a lot of traveling, and of course, COVID stopped a lot of things and a lot of travel that people had planned and were going to be doing. So hopefully everybody's starting to get back into that mode of, let me get back into big skies on these planes and wherever else, however else you travel, and try to offset your carbon footprint, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So check out Travelist. I know that link is in the description. So, okay, I'm taking a sip of my tea. Please, everyone, if you haven't hit thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. It does help get out the information to those who may not have gotten a notification. So I'm going to move into Squatty Corner, and hopefully she's in the chat. If not, then I got this notification. Well, YouTube Studio doesn't really give a notification, but welcome, Melinda Shepard, to channel membership. I did say I was going to give you a shout out on here. So that's your shout out. I did do the usual welcome that I do for channel members. And I just wanted to say thank you for deciding to join channel membership and pour into the channel even more, and myself. The members mean a lot to me. So, all right. I already sang to you, but to Annie. Let me drop the banner just so you can see. This is out on the community tab if you happen to miss it. But yeah, to our Squatty, bartender, and to a wonderful channel member, Annie. Happy birthday. Yeah, I already sang, so we're not going to repeat that. I don't want to bust any more ears than I have. So, okay, so kaboom. Let me just see if let me just keep the banner down till I get to trash time. So this was the screenshot shared Thursday for Thursday trash time. And at that point, this was at 1:07 p.m. Eastern time, $83,477. I took a screenshot at 10:05 a.m. Eastern time, and 1, 2, 3. There we go. $85,345 is the amount that was raised as of just over an hour ago. The amount could have changed by now, but yay! It just keeps growing and growing. And we have in this campaign, the giving campaign, for those who may not be aware, it says on the screen, in honor of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet's birthdays. Archie's birthday, May 6th. Elizabeth's is June 4th. The campaign started May 4th. It runs through June 4th. If you can give, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you're not able to give but can share the link out to Kaboom, would be awesome, because that is also a way of giving. All right. All right. So, as you know, I'm on the road to the 10K subs, and I also have a store that has some merch in it. Some wonderful people have purchased. I never know who it is. They just tell me a sale has occurred, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you to those who have purchased something from the store. So, I wanted to show you, this was from yesterday, I believe, that I took this. The trend. It's so apropos in one aspect. So the person's name that's showing at the bottom, whose initials are PS, he'll be part of the trash time in a little bit. But I thought it was wonderful to see Diana, and then Spare is trending. I was like, oh, look at that. Sometimes I'll look to see what's happening, but yeah, there was no need. It's well deserved when Diana is trending, and then Spare is trending as well, which is still on the New York Times bestsellers list. Okay, winter has come, and it might come again if the family keeps it up. So I'm gonna quickly just jump into comments just to see, make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, my delay is like crazy on my side. Oh, Annie, that's so sweet. Squatties, let's try to reach that 100. You said 100K. I'm speaking life into that, yes. I say 10, and then from there, it's just going to go, 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 go. So, yes, it's gone back to number one. You know how Squad does. Church Nelly, it's good to see you in the chat, as always. I didn't get to do my usual individual hellos before the live stream started. I just kind of said hey to everybody, and yeah. Joan, I wonder why you're asking her if she's allowed to drink yet. Woo! Hey, Scratch and Pete. If you all haven't connected with him, you should. He's very consistent with his time when he puts up his premiere, which is on a Tuesday, I think at 12:15 p.m. Eastern time. And you have to check him out to see if, he's won big, which one day we're going to see that happen. And also, he gives you an opportunity if you connect with him on the different social media platforms like, Instagram and Twitter, to vote on which scratch off he'll do the following week. So it's always fun times, fun times. So, let's see. Hey, sis Hilda, I see you in the back. She's gaming right now, so I know she's probably listening in. Hello to you. Bring on the bitch slapping time. Lazy and crazy needs a few slaps for using black kids as props. Oh, please. Yeah. They'll get enough of that. I don't even have the screenshots from that. I did show. And that's her other channel, Hilda's. If you haven't connected to the Miss Skeleton, you should. Just be warned, if you're not used to colorful language with gamers, then I would say, maybe you want to skip it, but okay. Now, Mrs. S, I am searching to see if you, okay, here we go. Lots of ish to unpack today, so I expect the trash time is going to be like when Angela Bassett burned her skanky husband's clothes and waited dead. It's not going to be too much. I know, shocker. See, because I have trash time on Thursdays, I usually push a lot there, and then I really didn't have the time today to do my usual perusing. But I haven't heard that the world's on fire, and most of Squad has taken the stance, and I'm very proud to just kind of leave derangers alone. Let them derange. Try not to go down rabbit holes. It saves your mental health. It really does. That's a hint. But I'm sure you all will. And I tell you, I don't know everything. So if you guys hear or see, hey, Michelle, Makeup Mom and Son, how are you? If you like makeup, she does an awesome job, especially around October and the Halloween. Yeah, her makeup skills are awesome. Let me see. We're going in here. Hello. I see a couple of new names. Hello. Then again, please forgive me if I'm not shouting out your name specifically. You know how it is. I got to get to trash time. Diane, what are you saying here? Karma getting 2023 is real. She's been sitting on those trash necks since 2021 and pressing hard. Ooh, let me tell you. Yeah, there's a couple of them that I know about that I grabbed. And then if you all have others, then yes, definitely. Church Nelly, can you give out those mini alcoholic beverages at Halloween? Just asking for a friend. Are you asking Annie or are you asking me that? Oh my God. Hey, Angie Hart, how are you? Whew, Lord of mercy. Y'all are too funny today. All right. Rosa, how are you? There's Nora, the Stock Explorer. How you doing? All right. Whew. Okay. I'm going to get to your favorite time. I don't see, as I like to say, if all hearts and minds. Oh, first, let me do this. All right. I had this in the wrong spot. So let me get to it and then I'll get back to trash time. Okay. So if you haven't been out to Archwell Foundation's website, when it was announced that Megan had won a Gracie Award for her Archetypes podcast, those 12 episodes, and I did something just to, on Wednesday, I think it was the upload, just to show you and give you the highlights from those 12 episodes. But she had written, thank you to the Alliance for Women in Media Foundation for this prestigious award honor. This is a shared success for me and the team behind Archetypes, most of whom are women, and the inspiring guests who join me each week. So that signed Megan, and yeah, that was basically her acceptance. So that's why we didn't see any highlights. I was stalking. I was truly stalking pages, so looking for anything that I can find. But woosa. Let me check the comments. It's like 10 comments there. Woo! I hope everybody has their favorite drink, snack, whatever it is. I'll probably have a little bit more time to hang with you in, the comment section once I finish my few that I have. But not to belabor the moment, here you go. It's your favorite time. Trash time! Trash time! Trash time! All right. I'm not sure how much of a delay that there is. Okay. So I see headlines and it's just opening up Google and things will pop up and it's like, what did that just say? Then I have to hit the back button for it to come back around. So King C3, you need to cut it out. You need to cut it out. You need to cut it out. The surprising way King Charles paid tribute to Princess Diana at his coronation. Are you effing kidding me? Seriously, are you effing kidding me? I didn't even read it because I said I am not doing it. There's so many things I could say right now and then probably lose my channel. So I'm not going to do that. Whew, Lord of mercy. Maybe I should take a sip of tea. Put some cognac in it or something, because this headline here was way over the top and it's insulting to the memory of Diana. So, paid tribute to Diana. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't believe it. It's a bunch of malarkey. And again, I didn't read the article because it's just not worth the clicks. And he can go F off. That's how I feel right now. Okay. Keep Diana out of your mouth. You didn't want her. You didn't want her as your wife, so therefore you should keep her out of your mouth. Okay? Yeah. You've monetized her enough, I feel. Okay. Amongst other things that you did. Because let me just go on and say, because it's right there. Given who was coordinated with you or crowned with you, that ain't no tribute. So, okay. Now I'm truly going to shift. Now I forewarn you all that this next screenshot may make you a little ill, but it's needed. Can you guess who? I just need to understand people that have so much money. Why? Look at them back ones. Why? Okay. Um, I've never seen him with a full face, like full beard or whatever. So I was like, is this a real picture of him? I know that's his smile. There's no getting around that. And that honker, yeah. But I saw this ad also, and I bust out laughing. Yeah. I'm sure he has, I don't even know what it would be in pounds, but for $30, he can get some veneers and just pop them in, make us all happy and better. And when he does smile, for the times he's not incandescent with rage or whatever, yeah. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit with him. We're coming into Karma Corner, and I have 2 items for Karma Corner. It is going to be a fairly short trash time because I believe I went over everything on Thursday, and I'm going to peruse it just to be sure I don't need to bring something else over here. And we went through the woman that was hit by the Royal Motorcade that takes the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. The woman passed away. Hopefully, the royal family that is over there in the UK, is doing a little bit more than just, smiles and thoughts and prayers, because you hit the woman, the motorcade did, and it was carrying you somewhere that it really didn't need to go that fast. But okay, anyway. There needs to be an inquiry, and I'll probably just keep mentioning it here and there. So that's a trash time piece. But all right. Very sad news on that front. Now, the other day when I shared the news, I didn't know if it was real because I happened to see it pop up in my Bird app timeline, but it was real. And hopefully the delay. Okay, so the one that's name's in here, the Rhoda, who's the OBE. He's an OBE, all right. A picture paints 1,000 words. This is a man who was in pain, who today confided in Ruth and I, and who knows we stand in support of him, his family, and his sexuality. And unlike some, he's appreciated. A laugh to break the tension. Schofield, hoping you find happiness. Mm-hmm. Did he tell you the whole story? Like how old that the individual was? We're not even discussing his sexuality because from the moment I saw him on TV, I took it that he was part of the Rainbow Coalition, as some will say. But when I heard he was married, oh, okay, he's just a feminine type man. There are some that are very, feminine and love women and all that stuff. But anyway, moving on. Come to find out, let's see. Oh, he now wants to switch gears a little bit. Schofield has finally been caught out. I guess that's a term you all say, that his shit hit the fan, but he's not the only guilty party. 4 high members of ITV management knew what sort of man he was. So did you, but you loved on him. And never once took action to prevent him controlling or taking advantage of his position over young people. Sir, sit your arse down. Karma's going to come back around for you anyway, because, the ribs and falling down steps and all that stuff. You ain't learned from, the stuff that you said about Megan, but nevertheless. Well, that's that ugly brute coming up next. So, yeah, so Schofield, yeah, he was, and I remember this clearly because he took either a day or 2 off or a week off when news broke of his marriage breaking up and why. And then when that young guy came out, because yes, he talked about it himself, the interaction, so we'll say grooming, because that's what it was, of what he did. And then it was like, oh, I need privacy, privacy, privacy. It's amazing that people who tell Megan that she doesn't deserve any privacy always ask for privacy when their shit comes out. And that is some shit. But oh, how protected. Now, EH, oh, Mr. Holmes, I'll just be nice today. Put the Mr. there. If you know of 4 other high level management that protected, spit it out, sir. Give names. Start talking. Stop protecting them. But, there was a time that you were so, oh, he just needs us to wrap our arms around him. Now, if he'd really told you what he did, then you're just as guilty as those top ranking 4 that you talked about. You ain't clean, sir. No. You look like you smell like shit, but, you're full of it. Okay. Moving on. Now, this here herm person, ID. I think GMB is Good Morning Britain. Is that what that is? Ian, or however he says his name, Dale, hits out at Meghan and Harry's video. It's not a royal thing to do. So, Good Morning Britain was plunged into a row over behind-the-scenes video starring Meghan Markle from when she guest edited Vogue magazine with media commentator, Ian Dale, saying the release isn't a royal thing to do. Now, this was back in 2020, and I have to laugh, but okay. It wasn't a royal thing to do. It wasn't a royal thing to do to edit a magazine, but all them other ones, even the ones wearing a goddamn crown right now, they edited magazines, I think, guest edited. They try to do, whether it was horses or whatever it was, they tried to do different magazines and Good Housekeeping or whatever the hell the magazines were. Don't care. But it's always a royal thing. And oh, how lovely when they look like Mr. Dale. But oh my God, everything Meghan does is something wrong. That's not what royals do. First, it's, it was her. Woody Woot tried the same thing, but, we gave them a little receipts. I guess selling milk in China is a royal thing to do, even though the person doesn't have a title. I guess selling romance novels under your HRH title is a royal thing to do, but showing behind the scenes video of putting together the Vogue shoot is not okay. Anyway, this num. I have to wait for my screenshot to come up. Okay, so on May 13th, he had nerve to say, "Where's Meghan? No doubt she will feel snubbed that the Princess of Wales was in the opening Eurovision sequence." Faking playing a piano. Okay, it's a plot. I'm telling you, a plot. Harry will no doubt sue. No. So, 7 days later, he tweeted out, "Some news. This afternoon, I tripped at the top of an escalator at Charing X Tube. I was taken by ambulance, to the hospital. I have a badly broken hip. A broken hip is bad, so I don't know how badly your hip, how much. You get what I'm saying? It's a broken hip. Okay. Replacement ops scheduled for Monday. Superb care from all here. In the immortal words of Britney Spears, oops, I did it again. Karma kicked your ass. That's what it did. Okay. So stop worrying about where Meghan is. Worry about where you, one foot in front of the other. Hopefully your surgery went well. I didn't check. Don't give a flying fig if it didn't. But, tis life and its many calamities. But you gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Keep Meghan out of your mouths when you want to smear her and act stupid and crazy and all that stuff, because the ancestors don't play. Okay. Now, I have over 136 comments. I don't have anything else under my trash. Church Nelly, I just saw your comment about the teeth. I'm just going to leave it at that. As I'm scrolling up. Okay. I think this is where I'll jump in on the comments. So um, just know there's so many. And yeah, if I miss anything, please you know, put the comment back in the comment section so that I can see it as I'm coming down the comments. Yes, she is. Okay, let me stop. Okay, Mrs. S. He is now suffering from buyer's remorse. I guess the consort was like a shiny new toy to us. A spoilt child. Once he got it, he didn't want it. Well, look. He's wanted that for so many years and much, much more. He's the one that used it up. It may have been other men too, because I understand just from what I was reading. This is what I was reading, so allegedly. But you know, the Aristo crowd is some nasty MOs. That's what I'm gonna say. They like to just whew, pass it around, duck down. Come over here, lift that there. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Pass it over there to the next one. And we go around. Yeah, they do some Highland jigs, all right. Uh-huh. A little jiggy right here and a little jiggy right there. And then they wonder why some parents that sit at the top of the chain don't want you marrying their son who is to be king. But then, you know, you wind up being that. But of course, they waited a long time before you got approval. I do want to know why King C3 goes on trips to locations that the wife is not allowed to go on. I wish my husband would tell me I'm not allowed. It's one thing if he's like, oh, I just want to get away. Okay, go ahead. Have fun. But when you know you were the side chick amongst others, I guess he may not be too old to roll. Okay. Or peg or whatever. Okay, let me come back. Let me look at this. 11:24. Okay, I'm not too far behind. Nor Miss V is savage. Woo. Gwendolyn, how are you? And thank you for coming over to Miss Skeleton. I saw you in the chat. That pegging William just like Charles, no good. Yeah. I just need them to. I never understood, like, if you have that much money, allegedly, because until you prove otherwise, why are you in such bad health? You should be seeing the top doctors wherever you want to go in the globe to see those doctors or have them flown into you. And the teeth, yeah, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. This is 2023. No excuse. I don't care if you are a smoker and you chain smoke like a chimney. Get them teeth together there, sir. Okay? Make a couple of visits. And, goof Harry if you want to. Okay, let me move on because I was going to say something that wouldn't be nice. Okay. Hey kids, how are you? Totally agree, Mrs. S. To keep his image in good light, uses the most popular people from past and present. Yeah, but it's just so revolting and insulting that headline, cut it out. He has don't even mention her again in the same title as, or, headline as KC3, because that is disgusting. Tribute my ass. And it seems people would have been talking about that if that was, because that would have been the only highlight. Squad would have been talking about. Obviously, most of us were not watching that bullshit. But okay. Hey, Louise, how are you? Rhonda, he can cut down trees with those teeth. Probably AI. Oh Lord. Tear. Oh my God, is that real? Oh, that's him. Like, yeah. I just I had just never seen one with the beard, but the buck-toothed varmint. And the stock explorer, and I'm savage. Woo. Are there rose bushes outside, KP? What do they plant to cover up their, heliport? so when the helicopter's there and they're, they don't have people spying in on them. For Fiesta Motor Security. Why? Well, that was what all of us are asking. It's nice that, you know, I guess her trip to Iraq is her saying that, she looked scared to death every moment she was there. But hey, but who am I? Hey, Mimi, can anyone kiss that mouth? Oh, Jesus. Well, there's some that do, allegedly. We know cosplay did, at least on the balcony she did. Church knowing there are plenty that kiss his ass too. Ooh, jeez. Yeah. Because there's. Oh, let me stop. Woo! I wonder if he role plays with that robe on. Oh. Diane, word on the street is Phil has been quite happy already with young man. He's been mentoring just like Andy mentored young ladies. I mean, it's just laughable, but yeah, Andy. Your mama allegedly paid 8 figures. Is it 8 figures or 7 figures? 7 figures, I think it is. No, it's 8 figures to somebody that you say you didn't know, but there were pictures of you with her when she's younger, but in New York. Yeah. Okay. And I think even video showing you closing the door, but okay. Wasn't this perv messing with underage boys? I just remember he was suspended. Well, maybe not suspended, but he was taking time off when the news broke that his marriage. Yeah. And he told his wife, he came out to his wife, which, she's a better woman than me because, yeah, that's grounds for you just disappearing. And I'll just say, I guess he went to Switzerland. There's no extradition in Switzerland. I guess he went to Switzerland. And that country is, what happens there stays there. Woo, Tiger, let's see. Look at them vipers turning on each other. Oh, let me tell you. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Yes, the whales at war. The whales at war. Or whatever their real German name is, but, they changed it. But, Mrs. S, when you know you have skeletons in your closet, you keep your horse mouth. Is that what it is? Yeah. You would think, but they really don't feel that. They sure, they don't feel that they need to. Just the privilege to know the lives that they've destroyed. And I'm talking like Rhoda and even the morning show folks and the constant smearing of Megan and all this other stuff. Because see, the show that Phil was on, they had CT on when, she broke the news of who Harry was dating. I remember that, seeing that clip. And then you continue to have that lying individual on, but that just leads to, you were all in it for the ratings anyway. Let's see. Annie, to all of you still entering the chat that I missed. Oh, isn't that sweet? The birthday girl is feeling her. She's feeling good, y'all. She's feeling good. Joan, they're all hypocrites. They are. They're sick. They like to, someone should make Holmes give up the names of those 4 individuals that he's talking about, because don't hide behind that. So yeah. And that looks like Pig Morton's twin, but hairless. Hey, Clara, he should honor her by keeping her son and family safe. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. 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 Really should. But he doesn't. But, I know probably somewhere in his warped mind, he feels that, his ratings would skyrocket because he would be shown as the grieving father. Go kick rocks, sir. Go kick rocks. Church nearly broke that hip. Karma don't play. Okay. I would love to know what he was looking at that he missed a step, but hey, it is what it is. Alma. When will the stranger get it in his head? Harry is just born into that family. Royal, not so much. See, if they want to take their titles, take their titles. I don't see how they would ever take Harry from being a prince, but okay. I guess in taking titles, you would take them out of the line of succession, which just means that Randy Andy and his group would move up, be my guest. And that would speak volumes to the globe. Go ahead if you want to. Go ahead if you want to. Claire, he's trying to imitate Harry. I'm just going to give that silence. Okay. He can't even if you met intimate, he can't do that either. So they better leave Harry alone. They better leave Meghan alone. Leave those children alone. Leave Mama Doria alone. We better not ever hear of no other incident when they go into whatever city they go to. Again on some flippin' chase. I'll be nice. I won't cuss this much. But don't push me. Ellen, thank you so much. Let me see. I have 2 stars. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Didn't Queen Consort Hobart guest edit Pony Express magazine asking for I know it was something with regard to horses' nature, something. I'm done. You were hilarious with that one. Okay. Alma, thank you to both Alan and Alma. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the love. And let me get to my right spot. And this is for both of you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Okay. Let me come up to comments. And the great thing about StreamYard, then it doesn't highlight them if I just click here. And then it takes me back and, oh, this is so lovely. Then I won't miss any. Of course, the highlighted messages, yes, I don't see over here. So if you do that, then I'm going to miss it. And my bad. Hopefully somebody, Church Nelly can hear. Cookies and cream, how are you? Hugs to you. Hugs to you. Okay. Let me see. Anna, let me rub my eye. Karma Short hit him hard, and they are all falling like dominoes. You would think somebody would take a step back and be like, wait a minute, let me, You find that they're so disingenuous. So, you take Woody Woot when he had to get the right shot of him placing flowers when the Queen passed away. Instead of him just walking up like a regular normal human being, he had to have somebody filming him, and he had to take 4, that didn't work. Okay, let me try. Okay, am I looking solemn enough? And then you look so fake. But the calls are coming from within, and then you'll claim you didn't say that, but it's on your show that you said it, you idiot. But anyway, keep telling on yourselves. Lottie, don't worry about where Megan is. Worry about where you're walking, stupid. Woo! Jonah reminds me of Peter, Paul, and Mary's song, When Will They Ever Learn? Well, probably, right at the end. But, Mimi, Liam, next you speak nonsense about Megan, it would be your neck. Well, geez. Let me just say, they just seem like they would kind of take the hint and look at how what has happened with others, I guess Philip thought all his had come out news, or no, it was bound to hit and your buddies in media are being kind to you because you should be splashed all over. Actually, you should probably be in handcuffs, but that's just on me because you had the stress, legal age. So you just kind of worked with them until such time. Nasty intro. Okay. Anna, Lottie hit the nail on the head. Yes, very much so. Diane, seems the entire 7th Fleet has gone. Oh, has had a go. Oh, on the town bike too. Happy Fleet Week. Woo. Mm-hmm. I mean, truly, there was a reason why at that time Queen was like, "Oh hell no, you will not marry her. No, 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 no." Hey, Black Queen. The thoughts. Yeah. Y'all wanted trash time. You got trash time, and in the way that I do trash time. Whew, Diane, Chaz told us he always have a side dish. Seems Penny might be free these days, among others. Oh Lord. Whew. Oh Lord, the head of the church. Yeah, someone should have asked him. Maybe that should have been a question that the Archbishop asked. Have you given up all side pieces? I mean, to be the head of the church, that should be a question that you should readily be able to say yes. And then when they all stood up and got insulted and left in the middle of the service, we would have known, oh, he lies. Oh, okay. You invited them to your wedding. I mean, I don't get that whole thing, but it must be a British thing. I don't think too many Americans invite exes to weddings. I mean, you could be good friends with them. Maybe that's when, but come on now. When you still getting down at the hoedown, don't play like you're good friends and nothing more. Joan, Diane Hawkins. Does anyone else want Will Not? Who is evil? Oh, let me tell you something. Some people are attracted. Now, look, some people are attracted to like the position and the power, because I really never understood, the attraction to Bill Clinton. Never understood that. Never understood, to the American-born former English Prime Minister. Mm-hmm. Bojo. Mm-hmm. Never understood that. It makes me gag a little bit. I don't understand the attraction, but some people are attracted to the positions, because Charles has never been one that I didn't understand people running after him, but many want the position, like the one that stalked space. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Her mother and her had a plan. Let's change schools. You'll change schools, and you'll try to change your, what you've always wanted to do, but you're going to change and get into the program he's in. So that way you're in classes together. And then, of course, I doubt mom gave that advice, but being that she worked on yachts and, all that fun stuff. Mm-hmm. She gave her that advice: do what is necessary to get his attention. And here she comes down the runway in a see-through dress. But yeah, and that speaks volumes, because if he didn't notice you prior to that see-through dress, then you really weren't. You were, Miss Doty Dotes. Them coat dresses probably were in style then too. All right, let me stop. Mrs. VS&D, when one is that vile, that same one thinks everyone else is going to do the same to you. Horsey nay to C3, so is Trip yes, yeah. Well, I mean, if she's okay with it, she wanted the title. I guess she got the title that she's always wanted. It wasn't wife, obviously. But yeah. Hey, Vinny, how are you? Glorious Platter, how are you? Let's see here. let me read. Let me read Church Nelly's comment first that I'm coming upon that is like way almost 20 minutes ago. Not reading that. You, my friend, are hilarious. Let me just say, Church Nelly is feeling a whole lot better, y'all, because her comments tell you all that you need to know. And this is the exactly, Tiger. Oh my God, Church Nelly. Yeah, that's my not doing it. Hey, Benjamin, how are you? Jeannie, how are you? Let's see as I'm going down. Follow, 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 follow. Let me see, Jeannie. Rumors been going around about Phil Schofield for years. I wonder why suddenly, life has new meaning to me. Why is it that came out? There's a lot more going on. There's a lot more going on. I know that the guy was talking and saying how old he was, but I need people to stop saying, oh, I was of the legal age. If they're under the age to vote, to buy a drink, they're not legal yet. And a lot of laws, state laws, even here in the U.S., need to change too. So not just the UK, but Mrs. says you keep your ass quiet. Oh, okay. I'm not sure to what that is. You want me to be quiet? I can be quiet. Gwendolyn. Whew, that clueless kid is trying to pull a power play and need to sit them ass down. Yeah, so I think I went over that with her showing up at the flower show. All I will say is imagine the headlines if that had been Megan. And she showed up with a film crew. I don't know what. I've not heard of any show that they're doing or documentary. Maybe it's a UK station, or are they going to still try to sell something to Netflix? I know a group of people that won't be watching it because I know I wouldn't. Gwendolyn, Harry and Meghan are absolutely living their beautiful lives, could care less about those vipers. Oh, I'm telling you, but they truly, this deportation gate that I went over, that they're worried, like the Heritage Foundation is trying to get his visa papers. Now, I just need to know under what rule that you can get someone's visa papers just by asking for them. That doesn't make sense to me. And yeah, the Heritage Foundation has friends in high places that are in charge of Congress, so I'm sure they feel like they can say and do whatever, but they need to stay in the lines and bounds of the law. Like, there's no reason to worry about what's in Harry's visa application. It was approved. He's here. There's some people that come across either the north or the south border and don't have visas. So, let's chill out. Worry about them because you seem to be so tied up on that, and I'm moving right along. Little Mac, this king of fools will do anything to become popular. Honoring Diana, really? Sound like the toast to Archie, all fake news. Exactly. That's why I saw that. I was like, oh, this is going in trash time. I will not click on it. So it didn't get any clicks. It just got a screenshot and I moved on. Mrs. I suspects that Lane, how is his name said? Lane is going to come out one day. Oh, Lord. I'm going to leave that alone. Hey, Mama Jane, how are you? Gwendolyn, those vipers can't make it without Harry and Meghan. They're always talking about them because the rest are boring as hell. Well, it would be one thing when Harry and Meghan were over there if they just covered their engagements and then left them the F alone. But you want to smear them and talk about this, and Meghan made this crazy behind cry over here, and Mumbelina. First of all, how did Mumbelina tell anybody when you never know the coherent words that come out of her mouth? Okay. Let me keep on going. Yeah, I'm in rare form. I need to cut it out and need to. Secretariat ain't got nothing on the console. Oh, I tell you. Annie, Harry has already spoken. California Montecito is their home. They are not going back to that hell. Okay. I mean, why would they? Where would they stay? It seems like Space and Cosplay are not happy with the 4 homes the 4 mansions, palaces that they already have. Their apartment at Kensington is big enough that it would shame a lot of our homes now. What is it, like 21 rooms or something? That's a mini mansion on the palace grounds, and then they have 3 others, which I don't see them all going to. But now that allegedly they want Royal Lodge, like why? I see you're not messing with your aunt, because your aunt would probably get on TV and cuss your ass out. We know that, the royal princess or princess royal or whatever the hell her title is, don't play around. So how come you ain't going after that one? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you want Royal Lodge. You want like all of Windsor to yourself? Wait till you get the crown and then you can do that. Wait till you get the crown, then you can do that. But I hope your ish comes out by then, and then you'll be humble as pie. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Woo! Okay. Lottie, thank you so much for the super sticker. Oh, wow. BW, look at you. All right, 1 second. Lottie, this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you for the super sticker. And wow. Oh my goodness. BW, welcome to YouTube. Well, welcome to my channel membership. That's really what I want to say. But thank you, thank you, thank you. I have to come up with a song, but I don't have a song. Forgive me for the crinkling of the paper, but I have to make a note to myself so that I can welcome you as I do all channel members once the live stream ends. And thank you so very much. Now, this one is for you. New channel member! New channel member! New channel member! Thank you and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Church Nelly, hopefully she hasn't put it in the chat, but she likes to give a special welcome in response to my post that goes out to all the members. So knowing her, she probably did put it in here. Love you for it, though. Let's see. So, woo! Let me see. I'm going to come on down now. She did. Okay. Welcome to the asylum, BW. Yes. But you didn't say from the head. From the head nutcase, because usually you put that in, but I guess you'll save that for the next post when I put it up there. Mrs. S. No VS Speaks. I would never tell you to shut up. I want you to talk more. Oh, Lord. Hint, hint. Oh. Is it Yolanda? Thank you. Or E. I think it's Yolanda. I don't know if the E is silent. I butcher names, so I apologize. Thank you for all you do. You are loved. Oh, I hope that's to me. Thank you if it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see. Gwendolyn, Mrs. S. Absolutely, he has no answer for his lies. Let me see. Mrs. S. That was in response to what was said earlier about closet dwellers keeping their mouth shut. Oh, Lord. Okay. I am going to be creating Patreon, but I just will say this because I want to talk more about different things outside of like Harry and Meghan. I will probably keep separate from Harry and Meghan, and to not convolute or get mixed up with this. I'm not going to do another channel because I couldn't say half the stuff I want to say. But I'll say this. If you are very intuitive, you can pick up people's energy and can kind of read them. So when people are just low down, dirty shit. And most of them over there in the Rhoda especially, you can just pick that energy up. But then they tell on themselves and then you're like, yep, I was right all along. Even if you just say it to yourself, you look and you cringe. Yeah, that's it. Joan, Kate can't even see that all the kids are not happy to see her. Well, she makes me wonder. But when you have animals pulling away from you and you have kids and one had his hand up by his nose and the other was given a look of like, what the was that? What is that? Yeah. And they're very intuitive, children and animals. I've said that on Thursday. So, you know. Patricia, they are always accusing Harry and Meghan of having film crews, so the Princess of Wales showing up with one. Exactly. I mean, they were late, several minutes late, from my understanding, for the Conjuration, and had a film crew allegedly. But okay, yeah, they always they when she visited Uvalde, Texas, after the massacre, which I can't believe it's been a year, but it has been a year for that, and saying she showed up with a film crew. There were news cameras everywhere. So what film crew? Okay. But yeah, no matter where she goes, you know, even for the Queen, when the Queen passed away, they claim she had a hidden mic on her when she did that walkabout with them stupid SOBs that are in laws. Okay. Marshar, midwife. I saw the M, sorry. Midwife, how are you? I'm late, but I'll catch the replay. Oh, never too late. I will say that. All right, Benjamin, the Heritage Foundation. Oh, please, we would have to deport thousands before Harry. Thank you, including some people that are probably working for the Heritage Foundation. Many of whom contribute nothing to the country with no foundations. They just tripe from the far right. Yeah, that's just tripe. Tripe that, of course, it's coming from the far right, so then it gets picked up by, you know, the man that has most of the media organizations under his flappy gut. Um, so, yeah, and pushes his narrative. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Whoa, Jeannie, let me read this before I. Okay. Kate must never, in caps, work with children and animals for a PR stunt again. They will expose you as fake. Everyone take a sip of the drink that you have in your hand, whatever it might be. Cheers, Jeannie. But she will. What she needs to do is leave. Okay. Leave children of color out of all PR. Just leave them out of the PR. Just leave them completely out of the PR. Because I'll never forget the chain link fence situation. I don't give a goddamn what the excuse was. Benjamin, they have 4 homes. That's like ridiculous. Yeah. Well, you know. I guess 2 for him, 2 for her. Or heck, well, yeah, they may need one more. And you know why? 1 for him, 1 for her, 1 for the one child, 1 for the next child, and 1 for the one that put his hand in her face. Okay. There you go. That would be 5. Yes, and all off the taxpayer's dime. There you go. Silly Dixon. That's why they hate our Meghan. She reformed our Harry and gave him a purpose and hope in life. I need to find the voice clip of him reading from the book and talking about the conveyor belt. Yeah. The Rangers need to hear that over and over again. And maybe they do, and that's why they act so off the wall. Harry was never their property. He was always his own individual human being. His family didn't really treat him well. And I won't ever forget, because I laughed when I saw it, because I couldn't believe. That's when the veneer of this perfect, ultra rich, but I see where they keep the money, family kind of faded away when he attended that wedding shortly after they were married. And the Rhoda took a picture of as he was walking and caught a hole in his sole of his shoes. And I was like, wait a minute, but you're a prince, the son of the heir to the throne. You know, of course, they make it sound so like romantic, not cottage, you know, like, oh, it sounds so glorious. And it's on the grounds of Kensington Palace. And oh my gosh. But in the words of the immortal, brilliant woman that she is, no one's ever gonna believe this. So when we finally saw pictures, actual pictures of not caught, and then we saw in the docuseries where he couldn't even stand. Yeah, okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. That woman saved him in so many ways. And no, she didn't turn him against his family. They did that all on their own. Okay? Okay. Lottie, what he doesn't know is that he can demand it all today and lose it all tomorrow. Okay, there you go. What they want, and they're demanding all these homes and this money, and they can't take it with them because, you know, nobody can take it with them. I'll just say it that way. Elaine. Uh-oh. Wait a minute now. Elaine. Okay. So you bless me each month being a channel member. And then, your comments that are hilarious in the members section, as well as throughout, all my content, because I believe you respond to everything I put up, and I'm just grateful. But then you bless me through my live streams, and I'm kind of floored each time I see that. But our resident UKer, that shows there are sane, sweet, love, kind, people over there. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. She keeps, she lets me know. Well, no, there's really no hope for a certain segment of that population, but there is, I pray that they're all, the ones that are like Elaine, are doing well. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Me and my silly spiels, I know. Mm-hmm. Woo! All right. A few more comments, and if nobody has anything else, then Diane, get ready, squad. As we come closer to Harry's next court date, Rupert's going to trot out all of his two-headed circus babies to keep promoting his sideshow. Be ready with the clapback. Oh, we stay ready. There's a scene, if you've seen Black Panther, when the security, they were ready. Like, if you know all those women, with their spears, yeah. There's a great gift for that. I need to bring that into here so I can just show it. Yeah, that's squad. Little Mac, the kids look at Kate. Gives the same energy. Oh, yes, as that youngest child. What? Judy. Yeah, the dog pulling away from Jazz's hand is really frightening. Well, I mean, she couldn't have found a dog that wasn't a black. I'm just saying, like, she has this thing of, that doesn't say you're not racist. Okay, just want to put that out there. Let me move on. I hit this before I read it because, Mrs. S. But if only flies could talk and use their bulb eyes as cameras, we would be able to see the left behinders in unguarded moment. What? Broomstick throwing pillows in anger. Oh, I'm sure she's doing a lot more than that. But what we don't need to see, if she's trying to get any more PR, is you know how she always, when she would come off planes after she was married and had a child, and her dress would fly up and show her ass. Yeah, we don't need any more of those moments. A mom of 3 does not need to do those things. The future does not need to do those things. Of course, if you get booted out of that position, then yeah, do those things if you wish. I don't know. Gwendolyn, Mrs. S, absolutely. No, she has hand sanitizer in the car after touching the blood kids. Jesus. They all needed to be sanitized. What are you talking about? I'm truly the one that was giving her the side eye, and I took it out of StreamYard, so y'all should know the pictures, especially squad. But let me see if I can bring it in just so you understand if you weren't in the other live streams, and you'll know what I'm talking about. But this kid gave side eye so brilliantly that it wasn't even funny. And let me see if I can find it. There it is. Okay. And maybe he doesn't like the color pink. Maybe the color pink on. Okay, let me stop. Let me bring this. I think this is it. So, okay, yeah. So the thoughts that were going through the child's head, that's just giving both of them actually, but the one, the look, yeah. Mm-mm. For those that may not be aware, those that are identify as Black, you understand this saying, we speak with our eyes. So if you really want to know what we're thinking, although we might be saying something different, just try to read our eyes. Because he could have been like, "Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. I can't get my English, you know, accent to go. So I'll leave that alone." Woo. Okay, little Mac. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, even the quiet ones didn't like her either. Well, again, children are very intuitive, as are animals. Take that for what it's worth. Mm-hmm. Um, mm, mm. Did we ever find out what happened to? Oh Lord, what is Megan's dog's name? That I can't think of his name now. That the legs were broken, and when Harry did his engagement, or proposed to her, yeah. I don't know why that pup's name is escaping me, but maybe I need to take this picture down. Sucks the goddamn life out of everything. Let me put my banner back up. Let me come over here. Let me come up here. Mm-hmm. Woo! Lord, thank goodness it's a holiday weekend. Somewhat long weekend for me. Yes, praise goodness. Mrs. S. Harry was treated like a prince in name only. Yes, very much so. Because, there he was shopping at the, which is cool that, he wasn't Mr. Flash. I have to have, the most expensive clothing. But, excuse me, he shows that it's not the clothing that makes the man, it's the man that makes the clothing. Because what he wears now, praise the Lord, he has a wife that has taste. Mm-hmm. And will tell him, no, green velvet, I don't think so. Let me, and wives, girlfriends, you know how to steer them to clothing. No, no, no. Let's try this. Oh my gosh, looks so. Ooh, you look good in that. You look real good in that. You look so good in that. And then they take it off. Now they might say, "Oh, I'll come back and." Bet you they buy the one that you said that they look so good in. Mm-hmm. You don't have to buy the clothing for them. There's ways that Just saying. Just saying. Woo! Oh! Look! Oh Lord! Okay, thank you, Guy. Thank you, Alan. I see your Joan. VS, before they messed with Harry and Meghan, did squatties realize how stupid, racist, and stubborn the royals and tabloids are? No, because we weren't really paying attention to the tabloids in that manner. Like, Harry's stuff was out there. Many of us kind of tracked Harry, but from a far distance. Um, you know, he did his thing. If it wound up in the tabloids, you would like the Vegas trip. Mm-hmm. You would say, okay, Harry, like, firstly, you should be, I felt like he should have been able to enjoy himself in whatever manner that was. And that if he truly had friends with him, no one would have ever seen what happened. Because truly, what happens in Vegas, I know for a lot of folks, it does stay in Vegas. Mm. But, his issues out there. But no, didn't know how stupid, racist, and stubborn. I mean, mind you, racist, okay, yeah, because you could look at the family, it's just all white, and just be like, okay, nobody's. And I always said, no one, they're never going to have diversity in their family. Whether they came from diversity way back, Queen Charlotte time or not, that's to be debated. But yeah, nope. For me, Now, the other squatties, they can answer for themselves, but for me, yeah, no, I didn't. Now they made it so crystal clear for us because if they were smart and really wanted to stay under the radar and not have all that they have going on, and she probably would still be there if they had to just told the media, listen, she's pregnant now, back off, back all the way off. Whatever dirt you have, find something else, put that out, but it's not going to be on her. It's not going to be on Harry. Back off. Because for the Queen to have released a statement when Bojo's then girlfriend, now wife, I think he's still married to her, was pregnant, and she made that statement. And for all the other ones that were pregnant in that family, and the media was told to back off, but Meghan, it never happened. But I still believe in a way that sometimes the statements that were released by her really weren't by her. Read that as you will. Okay. And Alan, thank you, Guy. I don't know why I can't keep Guy's name in my head. I should remember that. Now, this is for both of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. All right. All right, I'm just scanning comments really quickly. Let me take that off. Yeah. Faith, you're right. That look is saying a lot. It's saying a whole lot. I have that look sometimes at work when we were in the office. Yeah. And one of my coworkers took a picture of me because I said, I don't have a face. She goes, you have a face. And she took a picture and sent it to me, and I bust out laughing. I'm like, oh, is that how I look? She was like, yeah. And it tells you all that you need to know. Like, don't F with me. That is really what the face was saying. I still have it. Let me see. Mrs. S, thank you for giving credit to our Megan for helping her husband decide what clothes look best for him. I'm sure. In what is that? In her kind way, Harry found a woman that truly fell in love with him. Oh my gosh, yes. Can you imagine? She probably said what Oprah said out loud. But yeah, she truly fell in love with him. Because the others, that's probably why they were hesitant in going any further with him, in that knowing where he was living, and they had no vision for themselves, nor did they have that career that you need to sustain your life. And she brought all that to the table and needed well, I won't say she didn't need nothing. She needed something from him, which she was getting plenty of, and y'all know what I'm talking about. But as far as material, she didn't need that from him at all. Didn't care about the glitz, glam, diamonds, tiaras. Didn't care about that. Okay. And that, my friends, yes. And it's funny, he saw all this in just a Snapchat. That is hilarious to me. He knew that was it. Folks have a problem with Harry's red hair, but most of those royals throughout history had red hair. Thank you. Diana's family. If you look at younger pictures of Philip, his grandfather, okay. And actually, if you put them side by side with Harry with the beard, yes, he looks just like his grandfather. But, they always want to question. Let me see. Hey, Compton Cali Gal, how are you? Royal family want to be seen as celebrities in the U.S. They talk mad crap about celebrities. They talk about the Oscars, the Emmys, all that stuff, but then their patron, the future, is patron of the BAFTAs, which is equivalent to, I think, the Oscars, right? Yeah. And they have other actors in the family. So let's not pretend like that was an issue. And I'm going to start going off on a rant, so I'm going to behave myself. Let me see. Annie, I was trying to give the Unroyals a break because I couldn't see how anyone could be that cruel to a dog. But we were talking about the Unroyals. Yeah. Yeah. And we all were like, how did that happen? Um, they better hope she never writes a memoir and airs their asses out. She would rightly deservedly should do it, but she probably never will. Tiger, their three dogs, Guy, Pula, and Mamma Mia. Yeah. And they keep them so well under wraps and, you know, of course, the chickens. She does. Megan takes care of Harry and her beautiful kids. Yeah. And her mother. Yes. Marvin. Yes, Judy girl. Huey too was a snake in the grass. Yeah. I believe that, space was behind some of the things that were said, because it just, they'll always be a part of the family, or however that line was. And it's like, did you have to say that? Like, we know they're part of the family. They're not stepping away from the family. They're stepping away from being working roles because you did nothing to protect them. But okay, I guess recollections vary in that regard. Jeannie, British forgotten these worlds came from German descendants. Once our enemies conveniently forgotten, it's ridiculous. British been gaslighted for decades. They have. They have. They have. Mrs. S. The Todger worked, and that's all that matter then. Okay. That Todger didn't know what to think when it hit that black girl magic. Okay. All right. And on that note, I'm probably going to end because I can see where this is getting ready to go. I know we're going to behave ourselves. All right. I apologize for all the comments that I have skipped, but it's a whole lot. But I thank you for being in the chat. Hopefully you've hit the thumbs up. If you haven't, please hit it as you get ready to close out. And for those that will be watching and listening on replay, thank you so very much. Love you all too. And yeah, please hit the thumbs up also. Those that hit the thumbs down, okay. I don't see it unless I dig deep into my analytics, but thank you for the engagement. I'm sure there's going to be crazy, crazy comments. And yeah, thank you for those too. Please take care of yourselves. For those that are ill or have some major doctor appointments coming up and all that stuff, please know that you're in our prayers and our thoughts and all that. Whew. Be safe out there. Wear your mask. Love you all. Bye.